Netflix unveils star-studded voice cast for animated movie My Father's Dragon. The voice cast of My Father's Dragon includes Jacob Tremblay, Gaten Matarazzo, Rita Moreno, Whoopi Goldberg, and Ian McShane. A first-look photo has been released along with the full cast reveal for My Father's Dragon, a new animated movie in the works at Netflix. From five-time Oscar-nominated animation studio Cartoon Saloon, The Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, Wolfwalkers, and Oscar-nominated director Nora Twomey, the breadwinner, My Father's Dragon is inspired by the original children's book by author Ruth Stiles Gannett. You can read the official logline below. Struggling to cope after a move to the city with his mother, Elmer, Jacob Tremblay runs away in search of Wild Island and a young dragon called Boris, Gaten Matarazzo, who waits to be rescued. Elmer's adventures introduce him to ferocious beasts, a mysterious island and the friendship of a lifetime. Netflix has also unveiled the full cast of the film in honor of World Book Day this Saturday. Along with Jacob Tremblay and Gaten Matarazzo in the leading roles, the film features the voices of Golshifteh Farahani, Diane Weist, Rita Moreno, Chris O'Dowd, Judy Greer, Alan Cumming, Yara Shahidi, Jackie Earle Haley, Mary Kay Place, Layden Meester, Spence Moore II, Adam Brody, Charlene Yee, Maggie Lincoln, and Jack Smith with Whoopi Goldberg and Ian McShane. Nora Twomey directs using a screenplay by Meg LaFauve, Inside Out, with a screen story by John Morgan and LaFauve. Bonnie Curtis and Julie Lynn of Mockingbird Pictures produced with Paul Young of Cartoon Saloon. Executive producers include LaFauve, Morgan, Tom Moore, and Jerry Sheeran of Cartoon Saloon, as well as Alan Maloney and Ruth Cody of Parallel Films. In a statement, Twomey praised the entire cast and crew for all of their collaborative work on the animated feature, as well as Netflix for how the company excels at celebrating all kinds of stories. The director said, "Our actors, animators and artists at Cartoon Saloon have worked together to craft this film, inspired by Ruth Stiles Gannett's amazing book. We were drawn together by a desire to tell a very special tale of friendship, adventure, and true bravery. I fell in love with storytelling as a child, and Netflix excels at celebrating all kinds of stories, through different styles and distinct voices. This has given me the opportunity to look through a beautiful lens, and I am excited to share what I see with our audience around the world." Netflix notes that My Father's Dragon is part of the streamer's fast-growing original slate of animated features, which includes the Oscar-nominated The Mitchells vs. the Machines, Aardman's Robin Robin, Klaus, Chris Pern's The Willoughbys, Oscar winner Glenn Keane's Over the Moon, as well as comedy Back to the Outback directed by Claire Knight and Harry Cripps, Richard Linklater's Apollo 10½, A Space-Age Childhood, Chris Williams' The Sea Beast, Henry Selick's Wendell and Wild, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Wendy Rogers' The Magician's Elephant, Minku Lee's The Witch Boy, and Aardman's sequel Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. Top Gun Maverick featurette teases intense fighter jet training. A new featurette for the upcoming sequel, Top Gun Maverick, teases the sheer level of dedication demonstrated by the actors involved as they bring soaring action and aerial dogfights to life once again after all these years. Featuring star Tom Cruise, producer Jerry Bruckheimer, director Joseph Kosinski, and more, the footage offers some insight into the training needed to bring Top Gun Maverick to the big screen. "I wasn't ready to make a sequel till we had a special story worthy of a sequel," returning actor Tom Cruise says in the clip. "And till technology evolved so we could delve deeper into the experience of a fighter pilot." Cruise is no stranger to performing death-defying stunts in the name of entertainment, but based on this featurette, his desire to put himself in danger clearly bled into everybody involved as they all get as close to being a real fighter pilot as possible. Top Gun Maverick will pick up after more than 30 years since the release of the first Top Gun. Peak Maverick Mitchell, Tom Cruise, has been of service as one of the Navy's top aviators for just as long and feels he is where he belongs, pushing the envelope as a courageous test pilot and dodging the advancement in rank that would ground him. When he finds himself training a detachment of Top Gun graduates for a specialized mission the likes of which no living pilot has ever seen, Maverick encounters Lieutenant Bradley Bradshaw, Miles Teller, call sign Rooster, the son of Maverick's late friend and radar intercept officer Lieutenant Nick Bradshaw, aka Goose. Facing an uncertain future and confronting the ghosts of his past, Maverick is drawn into a confrontation with his own deepest fears, culminating in a mission that demands the ultimate sacrifice from those who will be chosen to fly it. Director Joseph Kosinski recently detailed the difficulty of trying to shoot such airborne poetry using fighter jets, revealing that Top Gun: Maverick shot more footage than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Out of a 12 or 14-hour day, you might get 30 seconds of good footage, the filmmaker explained. But it was so hard-earned. It just took a very long time to get it all. Months and months of aerial shooting. We shot as much footage as the 3 Lord of the Rings movies combined. I think it was 800 hours of footage. Directed by Joseph Kosinski and written by Aaron Kruger, Eric Warren Singer, and Christopher McQuarrie, from a story conceived by Peter Craig and Justin Marks, Top Gun: Maverick stars Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer, both of whom reprise their roles from the 80s original. The sequel will also introduce Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, John Hamm, Glenn Powell, Lewis Pullman, and Ed Harris. Top Gun: Maverick is due to have its world premiere at CinemaCon on April 28, 2022, and will then be theatrically released in the United States on May 27, 2022, by Paramount Pictures. Scarlet Witch reportedly has almost as much screen time as Strange in Doctor Strange 2. Scarlet Witch fans rejoice. Although the fandom is still awaiting official confirmation from Marvel Studios that it is working on 2 Scarlet Witch-focused projects, it looks like the upcoming sequel to 2016's Doctor Strange starring Benedict Cumberbatch as the eponymous sorcerer, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, will be just as much about Wanda Maximoff, Elizabeth Olsen. Despite early descriptions of the film from Marvel Studios that only listed Olsen as a member of the movie's ensemble, Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch will share a significant amount of screen time, according to a report from comicbook.com. A new report from a Marvel insider says that the 2 characters share almost as much screen time. The news comes via Marvel insider Daniel Richman, who tweeted that he heard Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is just as much about Wanda as it is about Strange. He added that the fan-favorite character has almost as much screen time as Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, something that isn't all that surprising to Marvel Cinematic Universe fans as Olsen has played a significant part in film's marketing. Director Sam Raimi, a big fan of Marvel Comics, who knows the interlocking history of the 2 characters, is excited to recreate that magic for the big screen. And he can't wait for fans to see those interactions. Raimi previously told Fandango, "That's a question I've been asking kids on the playground since 3rd grade. Who is stronger, this character or that character? Well, I think Wanda's magic, from Marvel lore, is more powerful than almost any of the other characters in this picture, but Doctor Strange has the knowledge of the mystic arts that Wanda doesn't have, and he's got the help of Kamar Taj. If you were to pit them against each other, different altered versions of themselves, there could be a Doctor Strange out there that's more powerful than our Wanda. Or there could be a Wanda out there who is more powerful than our Wanda here. So, because of these altered versions, it's all a mixed bag of possibilities. But with what we've seen in the trailer, it doesn't look like this duo is at the beginning of a beautiful friendship. According to recent Marvel Insider rumors, Olsen extended her Marvel Studios contract and 2 future Scarlet Witch projects are in the works. One is a solo Scarlet Witch project. But the most exciting project currently being rumored is an adaptation of a Young Avengers storyline, Avengers: The Children's Crusade by Alan Heinberg, Jim Cheung, Mark Morales, Justin Ponzer, and Corey Petty. For a while now, Marvel Studios has been building toward this storyline and slowly gathering its team of young Avengers to save the Scarlet Witch, WandaVision's Billy Maximoff, Julian Hilliard, and Tommy Maximoff, Jet Klein, Ant-Man's Cassie Lang, Catherine Newton, Hawkeye's Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld, and Captain America and the Winter Soldier's Eli Bradley, Elijah Richardson. Fast and Furious 10 gets official title as filming starts. Filming has officially started on Fast X, the 10th and penultimate installment of the Fast and Furious movie series. Set for a theatrical release in 2023, the film will bring back many of its major players from the franchise to help close out the series with two last movies. That includes Vin Diesel, who announced on Instagram that filming had started by posting the movie's new title on Instagram and noting that day one of shooting had started. Along with Diesel, other cast members expected to return include Charlize Theron, Helen Mirren, Michelle Rodriguez, Jason Statham, John Cena, Sung Kang, Tyrese Gibson, Natalie Emmanuel, Jordana Brewster, and Lucas Black. Some big names are also coming into the franchise to join Diesel and the others for Fast X. Captain Marvel star Brie Larson had publicly campaigned for a role in the film, and after getting Diesel's attention, she was officially brought on board to star. The Suicide Squad standout Daniela Melchior has also joined the sequel, while Aquaman star Jason Momoa will be playing the movie's villain. Not everyone fans wanted to see come back was able to get involved. Vin Diesel had pleaded for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to appear in the movies following reports that the two did not get along very well on set. Johnson is certainly in a position where he does not have to do any role he doesn't want to, and as he had no interest in working with Diesel again, the former WWE star declined the invitation. Johnson had previously appeared in the franchise and even starred in the spin-off Hobbs and Shaw alongside Jason Statham. For his part, Statham has said he hopes to return in at least one of the final two films, but it's not clear at this time if he will get involved. Director Justin Lin is also back to direct the final two movies of the series. It was previously confirmed that the 11th movie will be the last Fast and Furious film, though it's always possible more spin-offs could happen akin to Hobbs and Shaw. But the plan is to finish telling the main story of the franchise with two more films. As the filmmaker told Collider, "The idea of the last chapter being two films is correct. I have to say, I'm so glad, because I think when I first entered this franchise, a sequel was not a given. You had to earn it, you know? And so to be sitting here talking to you and go, oh yeah, there's gonna be two more movies. I'm like, wow. It means a lot. So, every day when I wake up, I'm trying to reconfigure and make sure hopefully whatever we're talking about process-wise is gonna yield the best result. But I think having one chapter and two movies is correct. That's where I sit today." Fast X is scheduled to be released on May 19, 2023.